What's up, creeps? It's Jason, aka the Pope of Pain, and we're back for another Mass Morgue with my man, Rigor Mortis Mask. Hello, Riley.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. We're a little bit we're in the basement here. We have a new set, guys. It's not done yet, but Riley, we kind of put this thing together. It's a morgue.
Yeah, we were evicted.
Yeah, we were evicted, and here we are. And but back for another Mass Morgue. I'm like one camera angle short, so in fact, I think the camera just went straight on our new piece that we're getting ready to talk about today. I'm very excited to bring this back. Bring it. I guess for first time ever a Death Studio piece.
Yeah, it's the first for the channel, which I'm shocked.
Holy shit. Okay, this is great. So, yes, guys, obviously we're getting ready to talk about the big old Rat Fink right here, right? Death Studio's Rat Fink, 87?
87, yeah.
87. So
good year.
Yeah, it's a great year, great year. In fact, go look at all the horror that came out in 87. Right. It was good. And to make you feel like super young, dude, yes. I was 9th grade.
Oh, wow.
How about that in 87?
And I was in a red blood cell in my dad's right leg. So there we go.
Yeah. This is like the 14th time we've done this podcast because we moved to a new spot and all the audio hasn't really matched up and we're trying to figure this shit out. So
we're amateurs. That's why we work at a horror shop. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the 6 people will watch this. I think you guys will understand. But this will be our new set. This will be cool. We'll make this nice and everything. But it looks like a morgue. Look at this thing.
Yeah, the moldering walls of the mask morgue.
So
onomatopoeia.
Let's talk the Rat Fink. First off, for those who don't know the history of the Rat Fink, let me dive in a little bit, right? That's one thing we can do is do a little bit of history, right? Yeah. Not a lot of things, right? But anyway.
Wikipedia is great.
Wikipedia and hit the old Google button, right? Wherever that's at on the machine.
Chat GPT.
Right. Okay, so Rat Fink actually comes from a guy named Ed Roth, Big Daddy Roth, right? Who was a famous legendary artist, car customizer, and basically a pioneer in the custom culture movement. And that's with a K.
Yeah.
K and another K. I don't know why they do custom culture.
Because it's cool.
Is that what's would it cool be with a K?
Yeah.
How about that? Shit, I learned
because
something.
It's not the norm.
Yeah, so
we're rebellious. No,
Big Daddy, he drew this Rat Fink back in the 60s, and it's kind of like a rebellious anti-Mickey Mouse,
right.
if that's how you want to look at it or whatever, and all that stuff. And it came kind of the face of the hot rod, like lowbrow art scene.
You've been to a car show, you've seen this guy.
1000%. So. Yeah, this thing is everywhere. And the funny thing is, it made in the 60s, but then like it had a big resurgence in the 80s. And that's how I remember, because I am not that freaking old. I am not, I was not born in the 60s. I have no idea about that. Or I'd be some hippie, weird, I don't know what I'd be. I'd be old as shit if I was born in the 60s.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you'd be here.
Yeah. So it came back, it kind of revived a little bit in the 80s, which is cool. And even to this day, you see this on t-shirts, you see this everywhere, basically, or at least a version of the Rat Fink.
He's pretty iconic, I'd say.
I would say too. And you know what? I probably should have stopped right here, guys, because every mask that we've shown here on the Mass Morgue has either been mine, or Riley's, right? Mainly Riley's, because he has way more cool masks than I do. But this is a loner.
Yeah.
This is from our good friend, Seymour Horror, if you guys are on Instagram. Zeke, as we call the guy, right?
Zeke the plumber.
Yes.
After Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes.
Because I don't even think we know his real name, but man, we love this guy. Incredible collection.
Insane collection. I'm going to go out on a limb right now. And I'll throw up a video or something, right? But I'm going on a limb there, Mr. Rigor Mortis Mask. And I would say I would put Zeke in the top 3 collections, DS collection, Death Studios collections in the world, probably.
I'm not going to dispute that. I think that is entirely accurate because I've seen his collection.
You've been to his house.
Yes, it was you get punched in the face with latex when you open the mask room at Floor to Ceiling Death Studios.
Yes,
this guy's knocking out almost like catalogs of masks. He has one of the best collections, hands down.
Unreal. I mean, when you say, I know me and you get hyper focused on stuff, right, all the time. But this is like ultimate hyper focus. When Zeke was like, I'm collecting masks, I'm not collecting anything else except Death Studios. He got a direct line to Jeff Death, which we'll talk about in a minute here.
Right.
And just kind of picked his ear and just started, hey, what can you get me? What can you get me? And just started buying. And I've seen this guy. I think we've both seen this guy.
Oh, yeah.
On an eBay auction at one point. I think I saw an $8,000 minimum at one point, right? Maybe you saw.
I don't want to spill his beans, but I've seen a 10.5 reserve before. So, just telling you, we've nicknamed our friend Zeke here. He has many nicknames, but we call him the Mask Maniac because this man loves his masks, and he'll go down tooth and nail for one. So he has some bangers. Let's say that.
And a hardcore completist, and what a phenomenal guy, guys. I follow Seymour Horror. I'll pop up his name somewhere and do some magic.
Shout out,
Zeke. Yeah, and follow this guy because his mask collection is en fuego, and that's Spanish for fire. If you don't know what that means,
wow.
I got D's in Spanish.
Bilingual mask more.
How about that?
Stay tuned.
I got D's all through my Spanish classes, but guess what?
Same here.
I knew en fuego meant fucking hot.
Shout out Miss Clark for keeping me after class.
How about Miss Clark?
Yeah, she was the best.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. My Spanish teacher was hot. I don't know about yours.
Mine was too.
Was she?
Yeah, I was hoping she kept me after class.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Mine was just called me an idiot in Spanish all the time, and I took that as a compliment, right? Terms of endearment.
I was speaking Spanish to her, all right.
Right? So.
I was butchering it, though, so I tried.
Yeah. All right, hey, give me some info. If those don't know who Death Studios are, what's some info on Death Studios?
For anyone trying to get into mask collecting, I highly recommend Death Studios because they are very budget-friendly masks.
Yeah.
I'd say anywhere from $80 to $100, which isn't going to destroy your bank account.
Sure.
And they're very high quality masks. I don't think I've seen a single Death Studios mask not last well over 40 years. Jeff has been making masks since 1978 in this historical building. I want to say somewhere, I don't know.
I think it's Midwest. Yeah, I don't know if it's like Chicago.
I'm not an entire expert on this, but I'll tell you what I know.
There's a lot of mask makers out of like Indiana, Illinois. Right. I don't know what it is. It's
Chicago,
in the water. Yeah, what's in the water out there, man?
Man, he's been knocking out some pretty insane pieces over the years. And if it wasn't for Jeff, I don't think we'd have a lot of the iconic makers that we have present day.
I agree.
He inspired a generation that are probably around Jason's age of really incredible sculptors.
Yep.
And very high quality, very sought after pieces. We've seen some of these masks go for up to $5,000. You know, some of the pieces that come out of Death Studios, and Jeff has left his mark on the community.
Amazing,
it's incredible. A lot of iconic sculptors coming out of that studio, and so I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah.
This one's from '87, and there's not a speck of rot on it. So super high quality, super great piece to look at, and very rare piece. I think I've only seen 2 of these. Ever, and one of them's right here. So shout out Zeke for being the Mask Maniac coming in clutch.
Big time. And I've personally never seen one up close. I know one was like in like the, I don't know, maybe it's a Hot Rod Museum or something like that. It's got one and all this stuff. But this is cool, and you're right. For a mask that's from 1987, and you guys can look at I'll pop up the back patch, which is cool because it actually has another Rat Fink like in the actual stamp and all that stuff. But this thing, it must have been kept, I don't know. It's in pristine condition.
It's been cared for.
Big time. Like it hadn't seen sunlight at all. In fact, we may have screwed it up by putting too much light on it now.
Right? Yeah. We're killing it right now. Sorry, Zeke.
Yeah, but the paint job, the paint's cool because it's got like the teeth's got that good bone white, you know what I'm saying? And I think these were like a Rat Fink's normally a green.
Yeah, you're so used to that lime green. So the gray is a refreshing take. So.
I love it. I think this is a cool color. It's got the one floppy ear a little bit and all that stuff. And of course the eyeballs, the protruding eyeballs with all the redness and stuff inside it is really cool, man.
And not even, this isn't knock by any means, but Death Studios paint jobs are kind of monochromatic. You know, they're very simple but very effective. Yeah. And so we love Death Studios around here, and we'll be showing off more on the channel.
We may have a grail.
Oh, we've got a grail. Our good friend Zeke has a grail.
Yeah, I say we don't, but Zeke's got one that
one that we fought in the trenches for. And we if you guys have ever seen Nacho Libre, I rolled over to the side of the ring and I said, "Tag me," because I let Zeke jump in and fight the rest of the fight. And
for sure,
Zeke has I would say the king of Death Studios masks. And if any of you have skin in the game, you're gonna know exactly what mask I'm talking about. Yeah, it doesn't need an announcement. You'll see it on the channel.
Maybe we could talk to him and just like, hey, for the next 3 or 4 weeks, just knock out some of his top Death Studios.
Dude.
You know,
we could go on the YouTube channel for years on end with this guy's collection.
It's unreal, dude.
Very impressive, Zeke. Yeah. Very good friend of ours. Can't say enough great things about the mask.
Absolutely. And so cool paint job, cool sculpt, cool. I mean, this thing is just immaculate. It's beautiful, and it's kind of an honor. Nice thickness as well, and it's kind of have one in here in our possession for a couple days now. It's been pretty rad, man.
We've enjoyed our time with Mr. Fink.
For sure. So, all right, you know what we do, guys? It's the Mass Morgue. Nothing comes free, right? Everything comes with a price. And so what do you think he paid for this?
So I was actually the person who sent him the eBay listing. A little pat on the back there.
How about
that? I believe he ended up getting this for about $500 because the guy, I don't think he really knew what he was sitting on, because I have a feeling if this was an auction, I have a feeling it would have fetched 4 digits at least. And so that's one of these things in the Mask Morgue is we can tell you what we spent, but we can't tell you what it's worth because it's up to the collector what something is worth. You can't put a price on all these things.
That's actually a great point, right? It's all about what someone will pay for it, you know. But getting this thing for $500 is a steal.
I would have thrown down more, but the thing is, I knew who it belonged with, and I said, Zeke, I put up the bat signal, and I said, hey man, this is you, you know, you're the DS guy, so.
Oh yeah, no, and that's and it rightfully belongs in his collection. So there you guys go. The Big Daddy Roth / Jeff Death mashup, whatever you want, collaboration, Rat Fink, and man, I'm Riley, I'm back. I'm glad we're back. We took we took a 3-week break, a little
hiatus. We got stuff to do around here.
We turned our other podcast room into a special photo op room that you guys will see eventually here and all that stuff. And then we'll improve on this, guys. And once again, I don't think you're tuning in to see a great set. You're looking at some great freaking masks. So very stoked. So all right,
not for good looks either, because anyways.
Riley's ugly as shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty good looking, but that's okay, you know. All right, so guys, there you go. The DS Rat Fink, and that being said, we're gonna go and close the Mass Morgue doors.